this week is about to go down. It's about to go down. All the talk is done with. Now it's action. Now it is action. And they're going to be posting them highlights of Shedeur. They're going to post them highlights of Shedeur. But what I'm finna tell y'all today, hopefully y'all already know, but if you don't, I'm going to tell you about it. So we going to rock out. But look here. You got the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, Coach Kevin. He knows Shedeur Sanders is him. He know that. Joe Flacco is the backup for insurance. And Joe Flacco is basically his little gold standard. Like, can you beat him out? Yeah. We finna beat him out, so we're going to talk about that. Then look here. Yo, at some point, somebody got to go. We going in with 4. We not, well, technically 5. But somebody get cut or traded, y'all. There ain't no way around it. All right, so we going to talk about that. And then Shemar Stewart, his contract with the Bengals. The man ain't signed that contract because the contract language, the Bengals trying to start something new. They trying to tax that young man. So he said, But y'all, we got to look at the overall picture of this, how this really going to affect them. But look here, if y'all haven't, and we're going to talk about some more NFL talk, but if you haven't subscribed to Life of Football, please do so. Rock out with your boy. Listen, I am your one-stop shop for NFL and college and plus your favorites. Hey, let's ride out. So, Kevin, man, he done seen Shedeur. He know what time it is. They listen. Kevin broke down how he do everything. He broke down the system of how they operate the higher you get up. You the position coach, you can run through everything. You the offensive coordinator, you can't go through everything. You got to go through your top 6. So you hoping your position coach bring you the top 6. All right, I'm assuming once you the head coach, you either give him the top 6 or what you liked out of the top 6 and who are the top 6. So Shedeur Sanders was on anybody in the first round who needed a quarterback. He was on that list. He was on that list. And with him being on that list, look here, you know you did your studying for him. So if you studying and you're figuring out, okay, we need a quarterback. Do I like Shedeur? Yo, really, honestly, if it wasn't for whatever the NFL figured out they wanted to do to Shedeur and Deion Sanders, we wouldn't even be talking about this mess. We'll be saying, boy, Shedeur finna go out there versus them Bengals, which we still are, and you still can, but it's a little muddy or a little cloudy because we just don't know which way Kevin going with it. But Kevin already knows when he seen Shedeur through all the film and all the studying that they did to this man, they know he him. Now, when he got him out there, the OTAs, the rookie minicamp, the mandatory minicamp, when he saw all that, he said, boy, that boy good. Now he's waiting on his final factor. And the final factor is, will he look good in them pads? They know he will. They know he will. They know Shedeur gonna look good in them pads. They just waiting on it. They like, hey, let's see what this boy do. Let's see what he does out there. Let's see how good he can ball. Let's see how good he can represent. Let's see if he do what he do. But you know he gonna do what he do. So now it's just really like, hey, Tommy. He should ball. And see, Tommy Reese them had already told us what the main thing was, which is learning the playbook. Shedeur was on that. He was on that while they was there. And he's probably, man, I ain't even probably, he's continued that. And now he's about to continue it this week. This week is on. This week it is on. Like it is foot to the pedal. Hey, tie to the road. It's on. So Kevin knows he has a superstar in Shedeur. He done seen it. It didn't take too long for them to find a wide receiver in the rookie minicamp. That's why they had a rookie minicamp the time they have it, so they could see what they need to see. Okay, ooh. Man, they saw Shedeur. They saw him day one, like, ooh, whoa, that boy look good out there. Brought him back for OTAs, ooh, whoa, that boy look good out there. Brought him back for mandatory minicamp. God, dog, he's still balling. So, guess what? They bringing him back for the training camp, and they already saw what he been doing. So Kevin like, boy, Shedeur just step up and ball. Step up and beat him. Because Joe Flacco is Joe Flacco is the standard, y'all. Just ain't no way around it. Joe Flacco is what he has to beat out. Kenny Pickett right up under that because of the NFL status. You got some time. They figure they could do something with you. But, hey, it is what it is. Now it's crunch time. It's go time. It is go time. Kevin know that. Kevin like, okay. All right, we gonna see what it look like. And, hey, once them pads come on, we gonna see. And that's how people finna go up and go down. Go up and go down. That's what's finna go down now. We finna see what it look like with pass on. So don't worry when they give access and people start talking and the coach start talking. They ain't gonna give y'all much because they trying to get ready to beat the Bengals and everybody else on their schedule. So they're not gonna give you who starting. They just gonna say everybody looking good. And then they know eventually they gotta trade off somebody. So they gonna go with that too. Like, hey, I gotta trade somebody. So I got to get them up out of here. And I got to cut somebody. So I'm going to show everybody looking good. We're going to show their highlights. Put their highlights out there, y'all. Put their highlights out there. Because we got to get rid of them. We got to kind of get some deals. So if you could trade somebody, which we're going to talk about in the next segment, or cut somebody, it got to value the Cleveland Browns. But it also got to be value to the other team that's going to go with that. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, I just want them to go out there, and I'm not even worrying about the technically fair shot because that talent gonna show up. That boy zipping that ball through there. Soup, 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 soup. Yeah, you zipping that ball through there like that, it's gonna show up. So we ain't worrying about that. That thing gonna show up. They gonna ball out. They gonna do what they do, and it ain't gonna be no way to stop them. So I'm chilling. I'm good at it. I'm like, yeah, Shedeur, Kevin know you him. Just go ahead and show him. All he want to do is see what you look like in these pads. You look good in them pads, it's a wrap. Which you know he gonna look good in the pads. Let's see what y'all talking about. PC, what's good? Miss Claire. Platinum Rose, what's good? LS, what's happening? Double M. It's Beverly, what's good? J Will. Ali, hey, the one-stop shop, that's what I'm saying. Come here, you getting everything. Hey. Jan, what's good? I appreciate it. Hey, look, hey, God just let me use my gift. That's all. God just let me use my gift. Appreciate that. Tracy, you say you drive and you can only listen. Hey, I'm glad you rocking with me. Miss Harrison, what's good? Jam. DT. Tim, what's happening? Van, what's good? Yeah, I heard, but I ain't seen it from the where I need to see it from before I talk about that. I need some more confirmation on that. I know people talking about it, but it ain't the people who I need to talk about it. V-Rob, and then that ain't something I can technically see. Like you can see Shedeur out there doing this thing, whether they talk about that or not, we can see he was in the community. We can see he was out there balling. When you go to them sales and stuff, you don't know what the real deal is. Sell more, what's good? And Jay, you say we on the count. Yes, listen, boy, listen. I was telling my wife at church there, I'm like, oh, boy, where God finna take us this year. Goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. Boy. The real Shedeur getting on, yeah, he gonna get out there and ball. NJ, they better wake up. The Browns better wake up. Listen, Browns, y'all know y'all got a franchise quarterback, man. Y'all can get off this, I'm macho, we are the NFL. We'll shut Shedeur and his daddy down. Man, get off that garbage. It's time to win games now. It's time to win games. Stop all that play. It's time to win games now. Mike, what's good? MJ? Van, you say, what will Cleveland lose by starting 12? A lot of fans and media attention for sure. You say by nothing? Well, you can lose some games, but the fanfare gonna show up. And see, the crazy thing about it, well, I tell y'all, I tell y'all, yeah, you gonna get the fans, you gonna get the media attention, You're going to get the NFL attention. You're getting everybody attention. Whether he start or not. It's a story either way. It's a story either way. Now, it's a better story if he out there balling. But it's a story either way. And, yeah, we gonna jump up into that. Cameron, what's good? And Jay, you say Kevin better have the right plan. He should. He should, because everything I done heard this man say, and I know everybody saying, well, why you believe him? Well, because his track history of how he did the quarterbacks, his track history of how he wins, his track history of how he came up. Like my business partner uncle say, I ain't no dumb bunny. And he went, that's what his I asked his uncle, did he have a college degree? And he said, yeah, I got a college degree. I ain't no dumb bunny. Now, I wasn't saying it like he was. It was funny. So, yes, listen, y'all. Kevin not a dumb bunny. Kevin not no dumb bunny. Kevin know what time it is. Kevin know what he need to win. He's seen what it looked like in the 11-win season. That's why they going back to the run. Hit. So he's setting it up already to win. Now he just got to pick the right quarterback. But let's jump into this. So, all right, what does it gain Cleveland to start Shedeur early or to start him later? So a lot of things could happen in this juncture. A lot of them could happen. In this factor, you have it where if Joe Flacco start, you know what he knows what he's getting. He's seen Joe Flacco. I think Joe Flacco won 4 games for him. So he's seen in a 4-game span that Joe Flacco can win. He knows that if he goes back to running the ball, they're definitely going to have a shot at winning. So he ain't tripping. He like, hey, if I run the ball and throw Joe out there, I got some guaranteed wins. He know that because he did it in 23. Now, he also knows that, and he always say, hey, every year is different. Okay, it is different. So the teams that everybody saying we're going to lose, because they don't even think we're going to win like about 3 games. So, or less than that. They think Cleveland going to be trash. But Kevin knows he got something in Joe Flacco. They have a system. He know the system. They know how they want to operate. Now, the thing is, if you start Joe Flacco, if he starts losing, not everybody hollering for Shedeur. So this is what Kevin got going for him. If he start Joe Flacco, nobody ain't tripping. Like, we as want Shedeur to start, yes, we not going to want that. But with Joe out there, everybody can say, all right, let's see how this go. Now, you could say he's weathering the storm, taking us through his first 5 games, but Kevin ain't looking at it like weathering the storm. Kevin trying to win all 5 games. Kevin trying to go undefeated. But we know all that's hard. But we definitely know he want that first game, the second and third. You just want to get many wins as you can. So Joe, he know what he's getting. Shedeur, it'll be by the process. He'll see it as training camp going on, but it'll be game by game. All right. If Joe winning, you can't really holler for Shedeur like that. You could just say, well, I think Shedeur would have threw a better touchdown. If he got 300 yards, Shedeur would have had 4 or 5. That's the only thing you can say. So that's, if Joe start winning, it ain't too much you could say. Now, if Joe start losing, now they going wild for Shedeur. Put Shedeur in. Put Shedeur in. Put Shedeur in. Now, that would depend on if Kenny Pickett or DG still there. Because that's going to be the next thing. That's another scenario you got to work through. Where's Kenny Pickett? Where's DG? Like I said, I'll talk about that the next segment. But will they be on the team or not? Okay, so Joe Flacco winning, he pretty much, he could drive that thing. But he's 1 loss. And as soon as you lose, interceptions, they hollering about Shedeur. Put Shedeur in. Put Shedeur. Boo! Boo! And, yo, we all human, but you don't want nobody booing at you the whole game. boo, push Shedeur. And you don't want people on Cleveland sideline talking about, Kevin, put him on. Kevin, put him on. So that's how you feel about that. You're rolling. So you're like, all right, cool, cool, cool. So Joe Flacco, if they do choose to start him, he doesn't have a problem until he takes a lot of interceptions or some L's. And then that's when everybody gonna be saying, hey, no. You gotta put that rookie in. Now you don't have nothing to lose because you done put Joe in, who you put as your veteran, he been there with the team. If he can't win, get him out the way. Let's see what these young folks can do. Let's see what a Kenny Pickett, if he's still on the team, do. Let's see what a DG do. Let's see what a Shedeur do. So until they put Shedeur in, if they go with Joe and we start losing, they're going to always be asking until Shedeur get out there. Unless somebody get out there and they take off and ball. That's the only way you can't ask for Shedeur, if somebody go out there, take off and ball. And then it's a wrap. Then it is a wrap. When you do that, man, you eat them up. So that's how you got to know that Kevin already know Shedeur is him. Kevin know he got an insurance, good insurance with Joe Flacco, so he ain't really tripping. He like, let's see how this thing play out. Joe, if you could beat him, beat him. DG, if you could beat Joe, beat him. Kenny, if you could beat Joe, beat him. Shedeur, if you could beat Joe, beat him. Because he know what he got. And he know he going back to the run game. They will run this ball like no other. Say it. Say it. Say it. They running that ball. So they not really tripping about that. The ball will get ran. Because that's when Kevin was winning. Kevin changed his offense this last year, and that's why they was trash. The O-lineman and everybody begged him to go back to 23. See, y'all, we didn't care about Cleveland, so we didn't know. But when Kevin came into 24, everybody thought Cleveland was going to win. Now everybody think Cleveland going to lose because they based off of last season. But he's going back to when his bread and butter. I don't even know why he switched from his bread and butter. I guess you be trying to figure stuff out to try to get a little tweak, get a little better, but he lost himself in that. So now he going back. V-Rob, you said the fans demand change. It's the fans that's paying. They can demand change, but he ain't going. Shedeur won't get to jump out there. Either he's starting day one, or Joe Flacco or whoever started gonna mess it up, and then we'll call for Shedeur, but they might have an order where they want this one in, that one, then Shedeur. You know, make him be the last resort. So you're like, hey, I done went through everybody. So y'all know how that goes. C. Jones, what's good? B-Raw, you say the NFL needs to lose that good old boy attitude. They got to beat out their own game. They need to give it up. Yeah, but it's still been working for them, so they ain't going to just let it go like that. Jacket, what's good? KD, Sam, what's happening? Hey, Nick Saban could come up there now. You know he ready. Jan, you say this is the most attention they have had in a minute. Look at the ticket. Yes. They know that that's their guy. They know that that's their guy. They know he is him. So they chilling. SKB? Yeah, they know that Shedeur is basically he attract that money. Shedeur attract that money. Shedeur attract that attention. And Shedeur working hard. So they know what they're getting. It's just a matter of time. So I'm waiting on it. LS. Yeah, see, I can't. I really can't because I seen people make videos on it, but I ain't seen it come from the real people. Like somebody who gonna really know about this stuff. So that's why I ain't touched it. I can't touch it until I get me a good confirmation on it. I can't touch that one. Miss Brown, what's good? Coach G. Samuel, you said the Cleveland Browns need Nick Saban. Nah, we gotta go with Kevin right now. Kevin is him. Right now, Kevin is him, and to me, Kevin got this situation rolling because Kevin has took Cleveland and had 2 seasons where he won 11 games. That's good. He won 11 games the year that he got there. Then he skipped 2 years. He had 8 and 7. Then he came back to 11. Now, see, I don't want this to be a process of where he go 11, win, but not as high as 11. Then 11. Then he had 24. And then you got to see how it goes. I don't know if this one more year being trash and then the next year he take off like a rocket. Like, I don't want that to be his process. I want it to be like, okay, now you go 10 or 11 or 9. I want 9 and up. 9 and up. I want 9 and up and we good. Shiny King, what's happening? JP, what's happening? Yeah, so 9 and up, you got something. 10, even 8 and up, you got something. But they don't think they're going to win. They don't think they're going to win. D-Bell, what's good? JB Praise. You say enjoy your work. Praise. Hey, amen to that. Yeah, praise God for that. I thank y'all for rocking with me. So, y'all, right now, it's just a wait and see. It's waiting and seeing. But if anybody else start other than Shedeur, them losses and interceptions going to have everybody acting up. The losses and the interception have everybody acting up. But let's jump into the next segment, y'all. You have, and I told y'all, it's coming. Somebody get your hat, your coat, and walk on out the door, because you won't be coming back. Hey, yeah. Somebody getting up out of there. They're going to allow them to get their chances out there in the preseason games and to throw their passes. And everybody know they got too many quarterbacks. So now, if they're looking ahead, which I know they are, you looking ahead, you looking at who need a quarterback. All right, the Saints, y'all might need one. All right, the coach, y'all might need one. So who could we cut or trade that you can get somebody? Who could you cut or trade that we could get more value for what we giving away? So I really believe Kenny Pickett going to the Saints, only based off they got the offensive coordinator that was with the Eagles. He knows him. He knows that. Now, that's if the head coach, which to me, I don't think they want him. But they could get him because he has history with him. But I don't know if they want him, because if they want him, they'd have been trying to get him. Maybe they trying to see if he get cut where you can get him for less. But if you trade him, you got to give up something, what you want to give up. So the Saints is a team I can see Kenny Pickett going to. Because I think they're keeping Joe Flacco. I think Joe Flacco is the guaranteed guy that they want to have set. He's the guaranteed guy you want to have on the squad, because he was there in 23. He know the information. He know the coach. He know the team. So he's the guy you definitely want on the squad. It's just what you do with Kenny Pickett or DG. Does DG have somebody that want him? Does the Dolphins, because they got a smaller quarterback, does the Dolphins take a chance on him? Or would the Arizona Cardinals take a chance on him? Because he's a smaller quarterback. Those two teams have him. Would the Eagles like what he got? Like, hey, we got this, we traded a quarterback from y'all, but we take a DG. We did some research on it. So whoever did the most research on DG, they may take a chance on him if their quarterback situation ain't looking too good, if he was the one to get let go. But Kenny Pickett, to me, feel like the odd man out. You ain't really got to worry about Deshaun Watson. He's there. Like, he's there, but it's kind of like you put him here and you turn it around like that and you dealing with this. Then somebody going to the practice squad, so they gone. Somebody finna get cut. Bam, you got your 2 on the squad. So, to me, it's always going to be the Kenny Pickett, because he's played in the NFL. He could go to the Saints and be better than all the experience they got. Now, is he better than them? I don't know. But he'll be more experienced at that team. Now, if he was to go to the Colts, I don't know how long Daniel Jones been in the NFL. But he could go over there and help too. So, Kenny Pickett, big dog, it feel like you're out. It feel like Kenny Pickett is the cut or the trade. And DG is the practice squad. unless they just decide to take 3 to the on the roster, but they won't because it ain't no point. I could put him on the practice squad, have 2 quarterbacks on the roster, and have somebody waiting. So Kenny Pickett is value to get dished out. That boy is value to get up out of there. I just gotta get somebody who needs you. And you gotta be looking. So they gonna be watching. So while these preseason games going, everybody looking like, God, dog, he trash. Oh, that boy trash. Oh, I need a backup. That one ain't getting it. If that quarterback get hurt, I need somebody. Oh, Kenny Pickett looked good. Hey, call up Cleveland. Hey, Cleveland. Y'all, what we gotta do now? Hey, we'll give you a 5th round, or we'll give you a 6th round, because we don't think he that good, but we think, you know. So they're gonna be mustering out the deal. So the Saints could get him, the Colts could get him. I'm trying to think who else need a backup quarterback. Maybe even the Raiders. They might need a backup. Maybe the Raiders might need a backup. But DG and Kenny Pickett, to me, them two got to perform so they could get their next move. DG, whether you finna be on practice squad or somebody else see you. Because when you go out there and play these games, every day you go out to practice, you are auditioning for your team and another team. So you good. All you got to do is go out and audition and make your audition look good. You got to go out. So if DG get out there and that throw ain't there, if I'm him and I can take off like a rocket, I'm gone. I'm out of there because I want them to see my film and say, dog, that boy good. Because you got to put out good film so in case they get rid of you, somebody wants you. But I know somebody want Kenny Pickett because Kevin ain't the only one that feels like Kenny Pickett got something in him to prove. Like, they believe he could just get the right team. But he got to do something good because it ain't going to be easy now. It's not going to be easy. Z, you said as a Bronco and a Buffalo fan, this Cleveland talk is sickening. Ain't it though? Because Broncos got their situation sold up. Broncos got Bo Nix and he rolling. But now how they did Russell Wilson, now that was nasty. I don't know how you think about that, but that was nasty. Now you know, hey, real talk. DG could go to the Broncos. He'll run a quarterback. They got Oregon system. Hey, Broncos could be a backup quarterback spot for him. Ms. Beverly, you say, can they have 2 quarterbacks on the practice squad, though? They could, but they ain't doing that. They have probably 2 on the roster and 1 on the practice squad, or 3 on the roster and none on the practice squad. I believe they're going to have a 3 total. I think they're going to have 3 total, whether it 2 on it and 1 on practice squad or 3 on it. But they're going to have 3 in total. Playing for birdies, unless they decide to they see it enough in Shedeur and they know Joe good. Hey, y'all got to go. We could get some more deals. Playing for birdies, you said Daniel Jones is terrible. That's why the horrible Giants cut him and the Saints quarterbacks are garbage. Well, yeah, they are. Like, Colts in a bad situation because they need Anthony Richardson the ball out, but, you know, he ain't up to par right now. So Daniel Jones in there. I don't know what Daniel Jones going to do, but we finna see. K.I., you say the line wasn't good for who? The Colts or who? NJ, you say Miami quarterback situation still questionable. Yeah. As always. Hey, Sam, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Z, you say they love Bo Nix out here. I know. I seen how they talked about it. Like, they say by the end of the season, he was rolling. Ms. Holder, what's good? Yeah, by the end of the season, he was rolling. Sam, you said KP is trade bait. Yeah. He pretty much out. Like, somebody out. Roger, what's good? And, y'all, if you ever hear Shedeur out, don't believe that lie. Boy, Shedeur worked too hard. They know Shedeur is that first-round talent. They know he can be a day 1 starter. They just don't want to play their hand. They don't want to play their hand like that. Jay Will, you say ain't nobody going to want to go to Cleveland. Well, if Shedeur get out there and ball, they will. Why, Jay? You say Colin is him when it comes to this life of football, one-stop shop. Yeah, hey, listen, I appreciate y'all. Hey, I told y'all, NFL, college, we going all in, plus your favorite teams. D-Bell, Miss Kathy, you said, You said, I can't believe your eyes are closed when it comes to Kevin. Don't forget the draft day when the Browns ordered Kevin and GM to pick Shedeur. Remember the body language. Well, he talked about that. He talked about that. He went on record saying, hey, when we draft somebody, we already know the draft. We 10 minutes in when they showed the TV to everybody else. So he said they was good. They done celebrated, did their thing. He said it was just, that's where his wording was. To me, I ain't tripping because just hearing how he talk, it basically comes down to, can you perform with these pads on? Plus, y'all, they had a meeting with Coach Prime, the owner and Coach Beard. They met with Shedeur and Travis Hunter. They knew what they was getting, and he gave a breakdown about how he do all that. I did a video on that. That's why I'm down with it. Like, now it's just trying to see what he do. Lynn, what's good? New Orleans. I appreciate it. Hey, it's a must. It's a must. Playing for Birds, you say, I just want to see two things. Shedeur have a great season and them Texans go deep in the playoffs. I'm down for all that. Hey, I'm down for all that. Sam, you say Shedeur will win Cleveland Super Bowl? I want him to. I want him to. But look, check this out, y'all. Let's jump into the next subject. So you got Shemar Stewart doing his thing. He decided for the Bengals. Now, the Bengals drafted him, I think, the 17th pick overall. And when they did that, they thought they were finna sign him good. But the Bengals tried to throw a little cover over his face like, hey, let's go ahead and set the tone. They already got the Shedeur mess going on. Let's set the tone. Let's set the tone with him. Let's change the language in it, let him sign it, and from this point on, we're going to do everybody like that. Yeah. And then we can tell all the rest of the boys to do the same thing. We're going to keep some of that money. Yeah. All right, so they threw it out there. They say, Shemar, go ahead and sign that. Shemar, agent, looked over that. Yeah, whoa. You say you could void this guaranteed money. You could void it. We don't like that. We need that guaranteed. So that's what they arguing about. Now, my thing is, who gets hurt in this process? That's my only thing about it. Who gets hurt in the process? Doggone like this. See, because I read that if he was to go back to school and try to get with the NCAA and try to get the waiver from the NCAA, if he goes back and play, another team cannot draft him. That team still, the Bengals still have another rights to him for the next year. And they'll probably still force that contract in his face. Now, the thing about this is, if he doesn't play this year, or he plays in the middle of the year, I would not allow them to jack me up. I have to get into the motion, get back in the football motion, get back in the football pass, and I probably chop this year up. Unless I do like college. You know how the last time you been pass is, what it is, March or April. Then so basically April you was in pass. So May, June, July, July, at the end of July, you come back and pass. And then you get a full month of pass, then you play ball. I would get me a full month of practicing with the gear on, and then I would try to go to a game. I get me a full month or 2 months. Like, I ain't just finna jump out there. I probably can this year and just get my reps. Like, because, well, I don't know, but I ain't finna go out there and get hurt. I'm not gonna go out there and get hurt. So my thing is, if they don't give him the right contract and they say, hey, because, yeah, what they want him because he was a first-round pick, but at the same time, you know, the Bengals could go without him. They ain't have him last year. They got enough players to roll because the system will roll without you. So now who gets hurt? Not the Bengals. They're like, well, hey, we want to sign our pick, but so I don't know what they're going to do, but I know he gets hurt the most in this deal. Now, I ain't saying go sign it, but what I'm saying is, man, you got to get out here and get in these pads and get to going. because you can't even wear the pads. They won't even let you come out there. So where you gonna work out at? And then if you work out and do something silly, you could get called for that. So you can't go to a high school and work. They'll flag the high school. The high school is cheating. The high school is cheating. You can't go to the Cincinnati Bearcats because they're going to say Cincinnati is cheating because Cincinnati right there. So how can he win? I don't know, y'all. I wish this wouldn't be happening to him. I wish this wouldn't happen to him. But the Bengals, and y'all, the Bengals is the same organization that instead of them, because I got a cousin that made it to the Hall of Fame, but they let this man make it to the Hall of Fame after he died. Like, bro, why are we waiting to put this man in the Hall of Fame? He's in the Hall of Fame at FAMU. He's in the Hall of Fame at Bartow High School, well, Union Academy. He's in the Hall of Fame everywhere, except for the NFL, and had the most interceptions. Then they waited so long before they put the man in the Ring of Honor. So the Cincinnati Bengals, for this, the top is, they garbage. They organization, it ain't ran right. It ain't ran right. That man had 65 interceptions. When he retired in 1983, he was the fourth or third player with the most interceptions in NFL history in 1983. They didn't retire this man till like a year or two ago. This the Bengals. The Bengals could have been pushing his name. Ken Riley. They didn't do it. But anybody else, they doing what they do. I bet they got Boomer Esiason up there. But so y'all, that's what we dealing with. The Bengals they just overall trash. They, at least far as how they operate business. They business skills ain't related. Matter of fact, what? That's why the Bengals, I don't know if they ever, I ain't gonna say they ain't won a Super Bowl, but I want to say the last time they went was when my Ken Riley was there. No. Did they make it to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow, or they made it close? One or the other. Somewhere in that ballpark. But yeah, the Bengals just trash. V-Rod, you say you keep hearing Kevin say, we need to see Shedeur work with the pads. Yeah, but they talking about NFL. So they ain't gonna count nothing in college no more. They count all NFL. Ryan Nicole, what's good? Playing for Birds, you say the Bengals have always been the cheapest, worst managed team in the NFL, but it also shows more NFL. Yep. Now the NFL, listen, I guess after Deshaun Watson money, they say, Now, plus they billionaires. So a billionaire know whether we're cheap or not, I'm getting money. I don't care if we're winning. I get to come out and do whatever I do. I just bought this just to buy it. Hey, it doesn't matter to me. So they good. SKB, you say the Bengals haven't been good since the Icy Shuffle. Rod, you say they made it to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow? Okay. I know it was either they made it to it or close about, but still, it's wild. Yeah, it's wild, man. You say they have never won a Super Bowl. I knew it was something like that. And they won't win one if they keep being like that. And they time to win it was with Joe Burrow when the boys went. They should have won it then, but, yo. It's rough for them. Smart, what's good? Yeah. Miss Beverly, you say could they renegotiate his contract with the Bengals? Shemar Stewart could. That's what they trying to do now. But I just want him to get out there. Like, bro, you got to get out here. I know you missed all that other stuff. Okay, cool. You missed all that because they've been training since May. So they done trained May. Got something in May, got something in June. They kind of chill for about 40 days, and they getting some again. So I ain't trying to go out there and mess up the money, but I'm like, whew, it's real, y'all. You don't want to be the definition because they trying to make a statement with him, and he don't want to do it. They trying to make a statement with him. Smart, you say Chase talent is not being used. That man, Jamar Chase, man, whew, I had that boy doing everything. Ruby, you say hey, yep, that's what they doing. Bo, you say the Bengals trash. That's what I'm saying. Well, the way they operate, like the way everything going, like why y'all doing this man like this? Come on, man, why you doing a man like that? But hey, let's jump into that next subject, y'all. Hey, all our favorite CU players, they about to turn up. All our CU players about to turn up. But you know who I really want to see? I want to see can D-Mac like really get out there. And you know, last preseason, D-Mac was getting sacks. I think a forced fumble. He was out there doing his thing. But can he get that to another level to where they like, hey, boy, hey, we need that boy out there to where he on that 53-man roster to where your money increase and you get out there and be productive. Then you got Xavier Weaver. I want Xavier Weaver the ball. Xavier Weaver has learned all the positions at the wide receiver spot, so they like him. Now, again, I don't know if somebody voluntarily asks about Xavier Weaver because they connected to the CU program and they got other business connected, so they ask about him, or they connect the University of South Florida, so they ask about him. Because you just don't randomly ask about a wide receiver who was an undrafted guy unless he just did something so amazing while you was out there. So hopefully Xavier Weaver can get out here and get him by 30, 20 catches and up. I go 20 catches and up. 20 catches and up. Hopefully Xavier Weaver can get that. Then you turn around, you had Jimmy said that, hey, I heard Jimmy's stats that he want. And Jimmy said, I just want no drops. And I want to catch at least, have about 250 yards receiving and get an NFL touchdown and a special teams touchdown. And at first I was like, dog, them ain't high standards. But I guess when I look at that wide receiver room for real, but still, I think Jimmy gonna beat that because the head coach talk about how much he want to use Jimmy. So I know Jimmy hands will be on that ball on offense, and it will be on the ball on special teams. So with it being like that, it's a wrap. So it's going to be good. So Jimmy should get his. LeJounte on special teams should get his. If him and Lamar connect all through training camp, then he'll be in that rotation. Same with Jimmy. If Bryce Young and him, well, Jimmy look like he going to be in the rotation. And Jimmy said he wanted to be in the rotation too. So I know Jimmy going to get in that rotation. It just feel like it. I want Xavier Weaver to be in that rotation. I want D-Mac to get on the roster and get into the rotation. Then you have Travis Hunter. We know what he gonna do. We know he gonna ball. Okay, but you got Cam, Selman, Craig there. Can Cam ball out where they take him and put him on the 53-man roster? Can BJ Green ball out to where they put him on the 53-man roster? Because, yo, the NFL do silly stuff. They could see you balling and do not put you on that roster. How do I know? We got a player from Polk County. I always tell y'all about that. Do that. Matter of fact, fam, you had another running back that Willie Simmons recruited, the fam, and he was toting that thing with the New England Patriots, toting that thing. Now, I think later in the year they put him in, but, bro, if you see with your eyes, they good. Like the NFL, y'all, I don't know what they be doing. It's like they could see it. You can say, wow, he's balling. Oh, my goodness, he's amazing. But they'll play like he ain't. So I guess in their eyes, if you don't ball like a Victor Cruz, they ain't going to try to just put you out there. Like, they like, that was a little something. That's what he was going against. Nah, man, you know he a baller. Put him with the Warrens. Put him with the Warrens and let him see what he do. But they got a silly way of doing stuff. So hopefully these guys ball. And then Leonard Payne. I got to go see if he's still with an NFL team. But if he is, hopefully he can get over that 53-man, get over that practice squad roster and jump up. Once he do that, it's a wrap. So we'll have more Colorado guys in the NFL as time go. It's just, can they make this 53-man roster? Because the guaranteed to make the roster, you would say Xavier Weaver a guarantee. You going to say Shedeur, Travis, Shiloh is a guarantee. Jimmy, and LeJounte. Them my 6 guarantees. The rest of them, you just don't know. You got to see what Cam do out here. You got to see what BJ Green do. You got to see what D-Mac going to do. We really kind of got to see what Xavier Weaver going to do again. But everybody else, them just feel like guarantees to me. Them feel like the guarantees that they could get out there and shine. I want Cam to get out there and pick that ball off, interception, force fumble. Same thing for BJ Green. If you could pick it, get you a pick, force fumble, tackles for loss. And Cam get them tackles. What up? Get them tackles, and it's going to be on. And then they won't be able to stop you. So I want that for them. It's just, will it play out that way? You just don't know. And then I want the rest of them to get an opportunity. Like I want Justin Mayer. I know he's finna go to the CFL. Can he get back over? Javon Antonio in the UFL. Can he get over? I don't think Herman Smith on that team, JP. I don't think he on it. I don't think they kept him. I don't think Herman with the Raiders right now. Playing for Birdies. You say that when they played in Canada, they saw that NFL was lying to Canada. That's what I'm saying. But the NFL control the market. The NFL control the market. They can't, they run it. Now the UFL is steadily growing. But the UFL gonna have to get backing behind it. If they can get backing behind it, but everybody love gonna be for the main thing. Jay Will appreciate it. Bo, yeah, they hot. They hot. They hot. DJ Ladway, I love to get him on, but man, them universities be stingy with them interviews. They be stingy, boy. Golly. Roger, you said J5 Trout have a chance to be the first former CU bus to score a TD this season. Yep. Well, you can't count Xavier Weaver if he make the roster and he made it last year, but I'm saying like he be an impactful player. He gonna have an opportunity too. I think Travis has the best odds. Why? Because he's playing wide receiver and we feel like they're gonna give him DB, but the fact that wide receiver, we know he getting it. Jim and LeJounte, we don't know how they gonna truly do them, but Trap, they getting it. So Trap should be the first one. Unless Shedeur Sanders start. If Shedeur Sanders, Mom, what's good? If Shedeur Sanders start, then yes, I'll go with Shedeur and Travis will be my top ones to score. But it's coming. It's coming. Somebody getting in that end zone. I'm ready to see, because you right. It's no player in Coach Prime coaching tree that has scored yet. Yep. You don't have nobody in his coaching tree. Andrea Williams, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Raj, you say the Panthers and the Jag play against each other first. Oh, listen. I'm ready for this week right here to go see Shiloh on the 24th and the 25th. Well, to see the Bucks. But y'all know I'm going over there to see Shiloh. Like, that's what I'm going to see. Because listen, last NFL training camp I went to was with the Bucks was 2019. I ain't been out there since 2019. Yep, 2019. I think I went to a game, too. Yeah, that was about it. I went to a game in 2019, I think. But I'm locked in now. They got me now. Just the girl, what's good? PSJ. Hey, let's jump into that last segment, y'all. The last segment of the day is who I'm ready to see in the NFL. Because y'all got me here now. Y'all have me in the NFL. I was telling y'all back in 23 and 24, like, boy, when Shedeur go to the league, whoever his team is, I'm rocking with him. Whoever Travis' team, I'm rocking with him. So who all the CU boys, we rocking with them. So we know he's seeing them. But who else am I ready to see? Y'all, I kid you not. And I don't even say I kid you not. I'm ready to see Cam Ward. I am ready to see Cam Ward. I want to see what that boy do at quarterback. Because he carrying that, oh, they don't think I'm him. Even though he went first pick last year. See how the NFL silly? Now, this man could have went to the NFL and balled. But if he'd came out the year he supposed to, and if he'd have been in the NFL in 24, we'd have heard nothing about Cam. But now, Cam is the #1 quarterback for the Titans. #1 quarterback, #1 player overall, right? So I want to see what Cam Ward do. I want to see what that boy get out there. You know he gonna work that magic. You know he gonna work that magic. And y'all, Cam Ward took all his wide receivers and listen, when they was out there showing them videos of them boys out there, I seen at least 3 to 4. So it was either 3 players or 4 players that was either wide receivers or tight ends out there with Cam Ward. I say that boy want it. Hey, that boy want it. So he is definitely who I want to see ball out. Like, out of just the rookies, I want to see him ball. And I want to see how he do with all them wide receivers, because he been working with them, working. And he told that media guy that day, who was the reporter, what are you gonna do with your break? Okay, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get out here and work, man. I'm gonna be somewhere throwing that ball around. And that's what he did. He threw that ball all across the yard. All summer, he been throwing that ball. So with his wide receivers, not no random Joes, he like, look, I done this before. I done this everywhere I've been. I practice with my wide receivers. When I practice with my wide receivers, I'm going to come in better. So that boy locked in. So I'm ready to see him. Then I want to see, I keep telling y'all this, I want to see what Ashley Genty do. I want to see, can he ball with the Raiders? I want to see what Cam Scatterboat. I know it's Scatterboo, but I want Scatterboat. I want to see what Cam Scatterboat, what that boy gonna do with them New York Giants. Because they got say it hit and let him pound it. Same thing with the Raiders. Say it hit, let him pound it. Who else I want to see? Outside of CU boys and them. I want to see what the Chargers do. The Chargers have that running back from Omarion Hampton from North Carolina. I want to see what he do. Because I know the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh know you got to run the ball. He know you got to run it. So they run it. Ooh, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I am glad that we have a CU buff on that team, because look here, them boys finna get down. And I also want to see the Cowboys. NJ, you just made me think about that, but I do want to see the Cowboys, because every year I have always heard about the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, and then Cowboys fall on their face. So I just want to see what the Cowboys, I want to really, when they have their games, I want to check them out. I think the first game of the year is the Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Will Dak Prescott be on point? Who he got there with him at wide receiver? CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? Yeah, listen. Y'all, listen. I'm glad that God allowed me to come to this NFL. Yeah. Y'all just opened up a new can. Y'all, hey, and you can't put it back in now. No. I'm here. We're in the league now. And then let's see what the Chiefs do. I want to see what the Chiefs do. I want to really see how good Baker Mayfield is when I really put my eyes on him. Like, let me see what Baker Mayfield do. Yeah, NJ, you right. I want to see the Jets too. I want to see what the Jets do. I want to see what the Lions do. I want to see what the Bears do. Listen, y'all, I'm ready. Like, the NFL got my attention. And then I want to see, is it really true that the refs love the Chiefs? I want to see, is that true? I hope that ain't true. I hope they don't operate like that. I know, bless me, I know that they lost the Super Bowl, but it seems like they always there. And then I want to see what the Bills going to do. Will the Bills have a squad? And then will Trevor Lawrence actually live up to that first pick? Now, y'all, I'm telling y'all the truth, what I thought about Trevor Lawrence coming out. he was straight. But Clemson had a squad. So sometimes when your team got a squad, it's harder to judge it. It just, and he ain't ball out hard like Deshaun Watson did when he was there. Now when Deshaun Watson was balling, boy, that boy was lights high. I ain't gonna lie. And even that quarterback before them, Tajay Boyd, he was balling out. So I'm just ready to see. Playing for Birds, you say the refs do operate like that for the Chiefs every time a call is needed. Dog. Well, I'm gonna be watching. We're gonna watch. And of course, you know we want to see Shedeur. NJ, yep. You say the NFL will be more exciting and entertaining to watch this. It will be. It will be. Everybody gonna be waiting on Shedeur. Just the girl. But y'all know Shedeur gonna have it on both ends. They waiting to see him, but everybody want to see him fail too. So that's another thing too. Smart, you say from Dallas, Pickett, George Pickett and CD. Jerry need to pay. Yeah. I thought he just got paid. I thought Parson at DN got paid, or linebacker DN. Just girl, you say Cam Ward is good, but he doesn't have the luxury to be nonchalant no more. He playing behind, I don't know, they say the Titans working hard to keep him good. PSJ, you say, so will you give us some press on Sunday? Because you're going to be watching, what you mean press? Yeah, I'm giving y'all, listen, I'm coming on so much on games. Y'all gonna say, dog, that boy be on here a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be on here a lot. Yeah, hey, NJ, I want to see Washington too. I want to see what Washington do too. Because can Jaden Daniels come back and ball? Can he do it again? Rod, you say Cam's first game is against Bo Nix and the Broncos in the afternoon game. Ooh, hey! Yeah, hey, look, I want to see Bo. I ain't really watched Bo Nix like that last year. Like, I ain't really, I glance, whatever on, when I go sit at my mama's house on Sundays, I just sit and look, stroll through my phone. I was trying to get ready for Colorado. Now, NFL is Sundays now, boy. We get some Colorado talk in, but, boy, you going to be some NFL for real. Yeah, hey, Smart, Cam do feel like he got something to prove. That's why he going to go out there and ball. Shake hands with Destiny. What's good? Yeah, Cam finna get out there and shine, boy. I'm ready to see that, boy. Just girl, you said, Colin, how early did you get your tickets for the Bucks? I tried last week, and I think they sold out. I bought them about 2 or 3 days ago. Yep, I bought them about 2 or 3 days ago. I'm going to. I got all the preseason opportunities they gonna let me have. And then when I get out there, I'm gonna try to make something shake. Hey, man, let me get out here and be a part of this media now. Since I'm covering y'all, boys. I'm covering y'all, but I know somebody at South Florida. I'm gonna call and hit him up and see if he'll go ahead and, hey, man, who I need to connect with to get this media pass. But hey, look, if you haven't subscribed to Life in Football, please do so. Rock out with you, boy. And another thing, I have a book. Yes, I am an author. That's why, man, look, I've been out here, been getting it in this business world for a minute. So if you haven't already, check out my book. The title is The Power of Faith and Positive Thinking. Check me out now. It's on Amazon. Mac just put it in right there. Yep, that's the link. And I'm going to have it in the description, and it's been on the last description of the past few videos after Mac brought it back to my attention. I knew it, but I just never really talked about it. So, yes, I got a book up under my belt, and I'm going to have more books up under my belt. I got to get this information out God give me. Now, look, if you need consulting, you see our channel in 2023, at the end of 22, coming into 23, we had like 3,000 subscribers, or 3,006 something. So, and now we at 32. So God bless, and it's just gonna keep going. So if you want to get into this YouTube world, this social media world, listen, I done been out here for a minute. I wish I would have jumped on in 2014 or 2008, but it is what it is. So listen, I have learned a lot, and then I got hired people up on YouTube that be teaching me stuff too. So listen, I got a lot of consulting I could do with you. So hit me up if this is what you're trying to do. And I advise everybody to get out there. And then also, if you have a product or a business that you want to promote, email me. Right there, Jay Will just put it in. info@lifeandfootball.com. That's for consulting or promoting your business or product. Email me. info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. But yes, blessings to y'all. I'll be back on later today. Let's rock out. Holla, holla.